Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blues, trips on them still new. Shopping at
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. Suckup, the man tasked with getting this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Now a guy who went to prep school right here in Philly, DeAndre Swift. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing now is Geno. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and, you know, the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Now Geno on 1st down. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. Throwing on 2nd and 3, Smith. And it'll be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They start on the... And right away, he lost the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first two possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do...
Better?
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Another try after the first down sack. Smith. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Third and long, it's Smith. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go to Elliott again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Gregory Rousseau. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Geno down to throw.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Smith. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
$3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Elliott going to get it again on second down.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A give to Elliott running left. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Now Elliott. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Elliott.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Running with Elliott. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he is out up around the 15-yard line. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Smith will come in motion right. Now Gino. And that's out to the flat for Swift. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Off of play action. Here's Smith. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Swift on the counter. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. 2nd and 8. Throwing is Smith. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown, Saints. Christian Kirk, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now here's Mahomes. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Out left to Dotson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Easy. Attack. Yellow.
On play action, it's Mahomes. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 26 yards. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Matt Judon there to bring him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And some room to roam now.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Smith. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll try it now with Swift. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They go play fake. Mahomes buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Looking to throw. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense. Those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Eagles' defense able to hold. The Eagles' offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 23 yards, the final tally. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is now 14-10. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And he'll go down at the 28. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes sliding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Johnson blitzing from the secondary and picking up the sack. So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Succop. This will get the lead up to 7. Succop's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Hot 70, hot 70.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd and 11 now. Smith eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now it's Smith. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Back to throw. Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Saints are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Now Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jalen Hurd, 77 yards. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
43, 15.
Here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Mahomes. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Smith now to throw. Flushed out right. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards. Smith. This ball caught by Mechie. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Saints are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possession.